Hello everybody, Ridehouse here and welcome back to another video. Now today we're talking Medieval Dynasty. That's right, the medieval survival life simulator has received an update, version 0.2.1.2. Now I've been streaming this game quite a bit recently and I have to say I'm very happy to see an update. There mainly seems to be a lot of bug and sound fixes and some new language support, but there has also been some new building elements and tools added. So let's get into it. This update starts with a warning. They say that they had to change the skill point progress variable between skill levels, both for the main characters and the NPCs. Therefore, this value will be reset when the game is loaded in this update. The skill level itself remains unchanged, so you won't be losing all your progress. Unfortunately, it was a necessary change and it is not possible to maintain these skill values. This is some of the things that have been added in this update. We have new building feature, roads. We have new sounds for sheep, new sounds for the stove, new sounds for cauldron, new sounds for stone grate, new sounds for the firebox, new sounds for fishing, new draw and shoot sounds for bows. Now when you're switching categories in management, the inhabitant, building, animal and field will remain selected. A selected category in the last open tab, armor, miscellaneous, survival or hunting, is persistent and will be remembered. New indicators for building condition, including heating level, have been added to the building detail window. NPC comes back to the previous location a few seconds after the player moves it or pushes it. We have a new tool or weapon, the dedicated fishing spear. We have 3 new types of fish added to the existing lakes and rivers, the pike, roach and perch. Fishing with spears and other weapons has been added. Notifications when assigning and removing animals to and from the building. Knowledge updated with the information about an inhabitant's mood. Notifications about player moving into a house. New fishing animations for NPCs. That's right, NPCs can now fish, fishing hut workers. We now have pop-ups when assigning an NPC to a new home, including information about his or her family. You will have to accept these pop-ups in order to carry on. Resolution 3840 by 1600 added in 21:9 aspect ratio. Reloading sounds for arrows, new hit sounds for arrows, new sounds for flying arrows, and new sound of an arrow hitting the grass, so it sounds like they've really focused on the arrows in this update. There's also been some bug fixes in this update. These include items are not floating in water, getting dirty does not work when unlimited stamina is on, progression bug in new game after loading a quick save, instant finishing hunting part in Alwyn Story Part 3, problem with numbering for miscellaneous items causing wrong items to be sold to the vendor, approval and affection are not dropping down in time causing the recruitable NPCs to never leave the map. The recommended skill in the building details is only visible in production buildings. NPC details will now update after assigning and removing from a home or a workplace. There are now visuals for the other category in the radial menu. They've fixed quick saving at the edge of the map, allowing you to pass the map boundaries. Toddlers will no longer be going to the tavern. Management lists are now updating when removing something from management skills. They fixed the cost of one of the hunting lodge modules. They fixed the cost of one of the food storage modules. There's been visual fixes in building details assignments. The inhabitant list when trying to assign an NPC to a house showing people that can't be assigned has been fixed. There are now visuals in knowledge and event history, visuals in skills. NPCs will now be going to work in the morning, work hours from 8 AM till 6 PM. House modules now have correct heat values. The medium and big fishing nets will now be catching the right fish. Wood need no longer drops to 0 when the building has been fully upgraded. Tools will now always spawn in the hand when you're performing an action like skinning. The quick slot bug when you assign an item to an occupied quick slot has been fixed. You can now buy animals even if you just had the management tab open. Your house will now show in the right position on the compass. Various bugs with trading and transferring items have been fixed. The building and destroying of the hen house modules now have the correct sounds. Roads now remove bushes and stones. Fish are now visible with the talent for spotting animals. It's now easier to destroy buildings because they fixed the detection of collisions. They fixed some bugs with item freshness. They fixed the new torch being destroyed when the old one burns out. Players can now build a hen house without any problems. They fixed the rain sounds that were sometimes missing. They've added gloves to sewing. Trees will no longer fall under the ground. The fish sizes are now correct. They fixed a lot of small generic quest bugs. They fixed the shovel durability. It wasn't decreasing before when digging out stumps. And they've also fixed that birch stumps weren't being associated with the extraction skill. There's also a few other little bugs, but nothing too important. Other things that have been updated in the game, they've increased the chance to pair inhabitants, they've added the Turkish language, they've increased many items buoyancy, they've got a new inventory system for better optimization, they've done some tweaks to the inhabitants' mood level. It now has a new range of -100 to 100. The former that was 50% is now 0, the range used to be 0 to 100, so the new value should adjust pretty smoothly. They've added some information when adding and removing or consuming items in the inventory. It now also shows the number of items in the inventory. They've changed the name fish to fish meat. Improved the accuracy in detecting plants when harvesting with a scythe. Fishing nets now provide a specific type of fish instead of a fish meat. They changed the coin icon, game logic optimization. They've added input holding behavior regarding how fast the elements can change and the total amount of steps in sliders. Chances of rainy days have been reduced. They've added the German language, rendering optimizations, they've added more fish spots, and description for the fishing spears, shovel, torches, and fish processing. So it's a pretty good update. They've added some new stuff, lots of bug fixes, lots of new sounds. The road system's now pretty cool. You can actually kind of put some structure to your settlements. They're not just random buildings all kind of splodged all over the place. Now you can actually link them up, so that's quite a good one. I like the new fishing changes, they should be pretty fun. I did notice that they haven't yet added a sound for when trees are being fallen. I thought that would be quite high on the list because it is a huge part of the game, chopping down trees. And it's very strange that there's no sound whenever they fall. It kind of yanks you out a bit. However, they did fix a lot of the arrow sounds, so I guess, there is that. Anyway, that's all for this quick update video. I hope you found it helpful. Don't forget to come and watch me on Twitch as I stream this game. It's a lot of fun. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. That's all from me. See you in the next one.